Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. We know where the power is. We know where the power is. We know where the power is. There is power.
Hello, good evening, my friends and family, brothers and sisters. My name is Hilda Chipili, as it is in the YouTube. Coming to you for the first time in YouTube with a video as a blogger, and I feel like I should start addressing, real facts and real stories of life. I know this is going to take me a while because there are so many considerations that have drawn up in place, and one of them is actually wisdom and knowledge. I believe this is going to help me through this journey, even as I, look into the Word of God, because what I'm going to be talking about here is a variety of stories, and I will be using YouTube facts. What I mean by facts is that I'll be using the evidence that is in the YouTube. So if you happen to come across your video, I know the protocol of YouTube because I'm a gospel singer, and some of my music is actually in the YouTube. That's why I want you to address me by my name as it is in the YouTube, because that's my stage name. And this is Hilda Chipili. If you just key in Hilda Chipili songs, they will come. They will come up. I'm a gospel minister, and as I've mentioned, I've touched Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6. It's talking about wisdom. I'm going to use the wisdom and the knowledge to address these issues, because the issues that I'll be addressing are quite sensitive issues. Real facts of life, real stories of life. If I can take you a little bit, just to take you in Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6, the New King James Version is saying, wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of your time. And to me, this is my time as a vlogger. And the strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is the treasure. When you go to Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 7, the writer said or wrote that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom and knowledge. You see that these two, portion of scriptures, marry and agree together. So the real issues, the real facts, as I've mentioned, I'll use the YouTube videos, I'll use the YouTube, procedures and evidence that is just laid down. And I believe that YouTube, as a company, is going to agree with me and will bear with me. I know there are restrictions because most of the videos that I will be using and I'll be referring to, they are not my videos. My videos there, if you go to my profile or my platform, is all about gospel. But when you look at this, I'm going to take a variety of stories, to compose or to bring up the ideas that will benefit you. Some of the ideas will be motivations, of the situations that relates to us. So please don't be offended, and let's just take it up like that. What is real? What are facts? Is what I'll be addressing. Real is just the actual fact. And the fact is actually not a false imagination or not imaginary, but a fact. So here, my talk will be a frank talk on all issues around the world, around our lives, around our situation. So stay with me and be blessed. Thank you. Having said so, I will start with this is my story from Kenya. I'll be looking at this person. I will just say the name as it is written in the YouTube. This is my story from KATOI C.O.G from Curtis of Family TV. Please stay tuned, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel.
Hi, my name is MWAURA Wanjiko and aka KATOI. I'm a gospel artist, and once I was declared dead and I went through rejection at one point with my family, but God came through, and this is my story.
As the pages of life unfold, one story is experienced a day at a time. And for MWAURA, also known as RAFAEL KATOI, life began in Mukuru kwa Ruben 25 years ago.
I've been there in a foundation of Christianity, been brought up with a grandmother since I was 4 months. Yeah, grow up, nimesoma primo. But nimepitia primo mingi sana. Nimesomea primo mingi sana, like 8 primary school. Natoka hii nikienda hii. Nilikuwa ule msee, ile ugeto ilikuwa imeniingia, so napigana, especially na Pinto, tulikuwa maadui, the very worst enemies.
Before moving on to class 8, his indiscipline led his grandmother to take him to a school in the village, but his passion for music made him find a way to get back to the city.
Nilikuwa nataka kurudi Nairobi just because of music connection. Unajua ukiwa Ocha, the connection of music, knowing how music is growing in our music industry, itakuwa bit harder. So nikaambia shoshi ni aje, I want to go back in Nairobi and it's gonna happen. Liwe liwalo, simalizi chuo Ocha. So ile chuo yenye nilikuwa nimetoka ndo nilirudi.
While doing music as a part-time job, he was able to cater for their needs and pay his school fees.
So after kurudi mi nilifocus sana na music. Saturdays mi ungenipata class. Watu wakienda tuition, nilikuwa naenda gigs. Ama naenda na saidia tu mtu kitu, napata do fulani. Then income. Yeah. So hivyo ndo nilikuwa nalipa fees, of course. Haikuwa fees ya do mingi vile. Ilikuwa affordable.
Now back to his former school, he was disciplined, and in a turn of events, Pinto, his arch-enemy, turned to be a friend.
Ile enmity ilikuja kuisha cause tulijipata tumejoin group moja. Ilikuwa inaitwa Peace Builders Club. Hamwezi spread peace mkipigana, so alafu tena tukapatiwa project kwa hiyo club ya kumake ngoma ya peace. So Mi nikamada class 8.
After finishing his primary school education, alongside doing his music, he joined a dance group which kept him occupied.
So mi nikamaliza 8 nikacha Pinto. Na outside there tukaanza group, dancing group. Tukapata chance ya kwenda Sakata, kwenda audition, of which tuli pass audition, but ideally to fail.
Being born again, he was an active member in church, and during one Sunday, his life took a different tangent.
I remember nilipanga church mzima viti na nikamaliza. So nikaenda home, nikaoga na nikakam service as usual. After like 30 minutes nilisikia I can't control my body. I was sweating and sikuwa najua what's going on. I was confused because I was not unwell. Within a minute, my right leg ili stretch sharp by its own bila mimi kucontrol. And I was sweating like ungedhani nimetoka kukimbia mahali. Serious sweating. So mguu yangu kustretch, the person mwenye alikuwa amekaa mbele nilimpush. Kumpush alianguka. Nilistand up nitoke nje ku avoid more distraction.
Thinking that it was fatigue, he decided to go home and sleep it off.
Ili hapa nikalala. Remember, this is on Sunday. Kitu saa 5. Yeah, saa 5. And the next day was on Monday. I was supposed to attend music production school for the first time. Na nilikuwa nisha pay. And the time wenye naamka, kwa akili yangu ninaamka niende wapi? Chuo. So nikatry kuamka vile tu nafunguanga macho normally. Nikafungua macho nikaona so ready. Ama nimelala 40 minutes ama ni kubetaje. So niko like nilikuwa nimeweka phone kando. So nikotaka kuchukua phone niangalie time. Ile unaendanga kuchukua kitu nika realize mkono I move. Nikasema wacha ni move basi mguu nione. Nika realize nothing is moving. Isipokuwa macho pekee.
Little did Dennis know that he had woken up 3 days later, and while trying to understand the situation at hand, a friend of his came to visit who was surprised to find him sleeping.
Nikamuuliza kwani saa ngapi? Akaniambia inaelekea saa 10. Nikamuuliza what? Leo ni lini? Akaniambia today is on Wednesday. Nikamwambia I was to attend my first class on Monday. Music production. And remember, nilitoka Ocha juu ya music. This was my dream. So like, ni kama dream inakuwa shut down. Remember, I'm living on a surrounding whereby My uncle, my aunties were there, same plot. So nimekaa pale nashindwa nitaduaje ama nitaambiaje watu ama how will I explain it?
Alone and no one to help him, Githinji, a neighbor, became his good Samaritan.
This guy akamin kabisha akaskuma kasikia kuja fungo kuingia kanipata kwa bed. So I realized I'm not okay. So cause alikuwa the next plot kaniambia kama uko kwangu. Remember amenitoa kwangu, amenieka kwake. That is a responsibility being taken with someone mwenye akujui, mwenye is not even part of your family.
While at Githinji's place, his friend Pinto, who was now in high school, used to offer help.
Nearly spent like 3 months kwa nyumba ya ule boy. In those 3 months, this is how I used to survive. Pinto used to come after school, anaenda kwao, akipikiwa sapa, hiyo plate yenye amepewa, used to cover it with the paper. Anatoka huko anakuja place yenye niko, hiyo ndio ile mimi nilikuwa na survive nayo.
After 3 months, his health had deteriorated to the point of near death, but a woman from his church came to his rescue.
Kakuja kabonga na huyo Githinji akampatia story has been how the situation imekuwa handled. Akaangalia situation na akaambia family, you are not doing good, you should take the responsibility. So kabonga na my uncle, akasema atanipeleka hospitali. The next day akasema ata provide transport.
The following morning, his uncle took him to hospital and left him there.
After kufika hospitali, like I went on a coma like 2 weeks, cause nilifika immediately, nikaanza kuweka maji, damu. I don't know what happened those 2 weeks.
Did Dennis get to find out about his mysterious condition? Get to find out after the break. Being in the hospital and in a coma for 2 weeks, Dennis woke up to a shocking situation.
The moment nilikuja into conscience, nilijipata hosi, kwa bedi ya hosi, nimefungwa mikono na miguu. So now, nikashinda what's happening. So like, food inakuja inekelewa hapo. Jioni wakikuja collect plates, when they see the food, they assume your family came with the food. Wakakufeed, maybe don't want to eat the hospital food, so they will take it back.
This continued for a week until one nurse noticed his condition and decided to help him.
Akaamua to take that responsibility. So akakona ni feed. After 1 week, nilikuwa at least nimekuwa strong.
Just when the rays of hope were shining, a dark cloud crept in.
Now nimekuja into conscience. Najua yani kila kitu yenye naendelea venye iko sasa. In this ward watu wakaanza kupass. Si ati unapass leo, mwingine anapass kesho, hivyo. Walipass wote one night. Watu 10 wamekufa one night. I'm the only one. And I'm like, what? Now this is how it's gonna end for me. Aish.
This would happen again. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. And after the 3rd time, he requested to be moved to a different ward.
Nimepelekwa kwa ward ingine, now I'm sleeping with someone. You know. And akapass. Hatukulala siku 2, the first day lipass. This guy was strong than me. The doctor mwenye aliniambia mimi ndo nakula watu, ndio alikuwa anakuja kuita watu register asubuhi. The first person was me to be called. So Dennis Mora, Nico. The second guy was the one. Jini kaitwa, no respond. The other beds, no respond.
Terrified about the recurring death circumstances around him, he made a desperate prayer to God.
Niliambia God, if these people will die again, let me die on their behalf. Unajua, instead of taking them, uniache kwa hii shida yako kwa mishandled, then take my life on their behalf, and that I'm gonna be free. Ndakuwa free. Hakuna mzatani miss.
God heard his prayer and no more patients died. With his health now improving, all seemed well, but the unexpected happened.
Kuna time tu siku moja night shift. Doki wa night shift akakuja, and I don't know what happened to me. Appalled, nililala. So kukuja ni ule doki mwenye aliniambia I'm the devil, mwenye aliniangalia na macho kali like. Kakuja kuita na register. There, wale wote wakaitika. Now this time mimi ndo sikuitika. So he came, kanigonga, kafanya nini, and I was announced dead on that day.
His body was then taken to the hospital morgue.
Nimepelekwa kwa morgue, so nika spend night. Thursday, Friday, now Saturday. They wanted to reach the family, so that to tell the family to come or go and identify the body. So the number yenye ilikuwa imeachwa, it was always mteja. So no one was reachable in my family. Now niko kwa morgue, kwa body bag. Kuna mse mwingine pia alikuwa mededi nao, analetwa. Okay, alirusha juu yangu. So the move ile ilini hit ile body, I think the body was very heavy. Ilini hit, but for me nilifeel nikaa nimeguzwa, so nikageuka Kugeuka, the guy noticed something imemove, but akarudi akaangalia kona everything iko position like. So this is the story yenye alikuwa napigia watu after nimetoka. Mi nika realize siko place poa, so nilifungua body bag. Kuifungua nikaangalia, nikajipata sina nguo. I had a tag here written my name, another one on my forehead, ingine kwa mguu, na ingine nilikuwa nimeko, yani nilikuwa na like 7 tags written my name, so and age, yani simple details. That's where I noticed niko kwa morgue. So nikatoka kwa body bag, nika crawl down towards the door. The moment waliona nimepush door, walihepa cause nilikuwa na crawl, and the same time sina nguo.
After the commotion in the morgue settled down, he was taken back to the ward and his health improved, leading to him being discharged.
Nikaanza kufeel poa, nikaanza najitoa, nenda na utajua, nenda naoga at my own self, hivyo nikakuwa yani I'm doing well. So ikakuwa I need to be discharged, nafaa kurudi home.
After 8 months in the hospital and with no one from the family visiting him, the hospital called the uncle's number, which finally went through.
So my uncle Kapik called, Kambio, you know what, you guys, tutoa report kwa polisi, and this gonna be a serious case. Story ya bili ya OC, I think wali sort, OC li sort. I don't know how, but God alikam through. I can't say that ilikuwa pesa kidogo kukuwa sorted. So uncle yangu wakasema nipatiwe simu, so nikapatiwa simu nibonge. So kaniambia niaje, fanya hivi, nitakam kukuchukua jioni.
After his uncle took him home, Dennis gave his family the medical prescription, but no medication was bought for him.
Hapo ndo shida ilikuwa. Remember nimetoka hosi nikiwalk. And still no one is concerned. I'm back. Ile yenye unaweza sikia your family member amekuwa discharged, mama uende muone. No one did that. So I'm alone again. Now that's ikakuwa more worst because sikuli poa, simezi dawa. So mimi nikakuwa pale bed rest.
His health once again worsened, and now his grandmother came to look after him, but he had lost all hope.
Nikaona life haina maana, so it's better I die. Mimi niligojea shosha ameenda shughuli zake. Kulikuwa na kibuyu ya paraffin, nikachukua hiyo kibuyu ya paraffin nikajimwagilia yote. So I wanted to burn myself. Before you do that, kuna mtu alikuwa amesimama nje. Unajua ni nyumba mabati, so paraffin ilinuka kila mahali. So this guy wanted to know ni wapi huko kuna nuka mafuta taa hivyo. This guy akaanza kufuata harufu and he walked in. Kanipata kiberiti. kaniuliza unataka kudu. Alibonga na mimi, akabonga na mimi, akabonga na mimi. Nikamwambia sioni haja hii life. Kaniambia this is not how would I handle. You don't need to end this like this.
Saved again from death, a neighbor connected him to a medical camp organized by Winners Chapel Church.
The same day nilienda medical, walinipeleka hosi. Nikaambiwa nifanyiwe MRI na CT scan of which ilikuwa ina cost a lot of money. The CT scan ilikuwa clean. Kupelekwa MRI ikakuwa clean. Ikabidi sasa niaje nikumeza madawa na kuenda therapy. Now this was a challenge, another big challenge. I like therapy ni necessary like twice per week, but hakuna mse wakunipeleka ndio hakuna. So familia yangu imerelax, and for me nafaa kukuwa naenda therapy.
There is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, and for Pinto, he was more than a brother. He was a guardian angel to Dennis.
So every time I would be having maybe a date with the doctor, Pinto angeenda shule. Hiyo siku akuja ni bebe na mgongo hadi stage, wakiwa na huyu boy anaitwa Zakaria, wanipeleke niende hosi nishughulikie na nirudishe.
So inafika ina place nakusana na walimu, inabidi naitwa kichwa ngumu, nakubali, nasema God wewe unajua mimi kwa hati yangu mimi si kichwa ngumu. Na hipa shule like imefika saa 7 na hipa shule, time msafi kwa nje ya shule. Nena na tafuta hustling 2-3 napata ile napata kama tunamanga na life inaendelea.
Kafika place Winners ika provide wheelchair. So Pinto instead ya kuchoka akinibeba angechukua wheelchair afikishe kwa mat alafu nikujie. Then from where tulikuwa na dropiwa hadi church na ni push.
While still undergoing therapy, Dennis never lost his passion for music.
Pinto would come, tunaandika ngoma anaenda na do, and I would feel happy because for me music ilikuwa in me.
Like David and Jonathan in the Bible, so was the friendship between Dennis and Pinto.
One day tumekaa hivi jioni na Pinto after ametoka chuo, nikamkoni visit, so all of a sudden Pinto tukabonga tukasema we should not be here.
That time hata sikungata na Bob, I was in form 2, sina job, na depend bado kwa maparo, chakula nini, everything. My mama kaniambia, are you ready to start life ukiwa form 2? Kama mom nikamwambia I'll think about it. So alidhani ni something taniteka a while to think about it. Kukuja John alipata nimetake my blanket, my clothes and my bag. Mshatoka kwa nyumba.
The same evening we decided to move out.
And their talent became their source of income.
We could make some chains, bangles, and do maybe some stuff tu kidogo, artwork. Then Pinto akitoka kila sato anaenda nazungusha places.
The more tunaenda kufanya bid working together, the more tuna get dough, na the more tunaendelea kupata more people, and the more tunaendelea kufunguka mind, tunaendelea kudo more art.
While still doing beadwork, they kept on pursuing their passion for music, and with time, they produced a song that gave them a new dawn in their music career.
Nikakuwa nominated ka Song of the Year, tukakuwa nominated ka Inspiration Artist of the Year, Group of the Year. I don't know why ili work cause I don't know how I can say it, but tulichukua hizo words.
For now tuko na like 3 songs. Tuko na our testimony song, that is Iwe Mbichi Imeiva, Nigo na Pea Sifa. And then tuna another song inaitwa Our God is an Answer. Hiyo bado tumefanya naye.
Do you see someone skilled in their work? They will serve before kings. Proverbs 22 verse 29. The Music Awards open new doors, giving them even a bigger platform.
Let me say, tulifika place tukaanza kuitwa gigs. Unaenda hii gig and interviews, music interviews. I met someone on a gig and akani-invite mahali and alini-invite kwa kesha ya Pitson. And time nilifika stage kuperform, tulipiga hiyo ngoma ya kwanza, tukambo turudie and nilifeel nimeinuliwa, just come up bro. And since that day sijairudia wheelchair. That was the turning point of me being delivered from a wheelchair to crutches.
For if you forgive other people when they sin against you, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. Matthew chapter 6 verse 14. It is through a fellowship called Friends of God where his burden of bitterness and unforgiveness was lifted.
That time nilikuwa na bitterness with my family. I never wanted to see them again, and some other ladies, some other fellows walini encourage and wakaniambia I need to let it go.
His health has greatly improved, and together with Pinto, they are still pursuing their music with the aim of glorifying God. What's your story? Text us on 22316 and we will get back to you.